All right. Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Let's get into a Libra story. By the way, shout out to Alana. Thank you so much, Alana. Special request to do a Libra tonight. So let's get into this. Ooh, we have the higher power as our first message out. Okay. So either, and I know it's, very soft imagery, so it's hard to tell, but we have kind of like a feminine with angel wings, and that third eye is opening up and it's emitting this light all the way up into the cosmos. So, hey, Violet, Felicia Rock, great to see you. We have a character who is perhaps like really connected at that pineal gland or the third eye to their higher power. So, we're probably getting a pretty big download, or this is a character transmitting something to their higher power, asking for guidance or saying, okay, here's what I'm picking up on. So we stick with the third eye energy, the third eye chakra in this deck. And we have a Queen of Wands. Hang on. We have a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now we have the crown chakra, and it's in the reverse, so we've got a blockage. We may have a situation, I don't know who Libra is yet, but we may have a situation where Libra is an outsider watching someone going, why are they together? They don't belong together. Why on earth is this the way this is going? Why is he with someone he doesn't want to give to? I mean, we could read it that way. Maybe Libra is asking the higher power to help guide them. Like, why is he with the wrong person? I don't know if this is like a Libra thinks they should be with me or what, but let's keep going. We don't know enough yet. 7 of Wands. Again, with the crown chakra. This is about blockages. This is about I keep feeling like Libra is somehow an observer in this, but they're tangled up in it somehow. And they're asking for guidance because they see a mess in front of them. They see the blockages. They see that the blockage here is, I don't know if someone Libra loves is still tangled up on a person, and Libra is like, I don't know why they're still hooked somewhere else, someplace that they don't even want to give to that person, but they can't seem to let him go. What's the situation here? I don't understand. It's weird because if this is the case, then this Queen of Wands is also aware of Libra. So this could be a strange message here of like, I'm not going to say like warring feminines or anything, but let me just go this route for just a second. Let's get a message. We have got secret desires. Unspoken needs can plunge one into deep confusion. Okay, I would say that fits with what we're kind of seeing here. We definitely have confusion. We definitely have somebody seeking understanding of why is it like this. Tell me just about Libra in this situation. We have got an Ace of Wands, a 7 of Pentacles, an 8 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so first off, we definitely have this blocked energy. We definitely have this, like, almost, you notice how this masculine has his face scratched out. I said, who is Libra in all this? And I'm going to stick with the idea that Libra is the observer. Libra is maybe the person who loves somebody, and Libra says, I don't know why this person can't even find their own voice. Why can this masculine not see his own identity? Why that fits with what we've seen over here with this King of Pentacles being in the reverse. Why is it that this masculine is not taking a leadership role in his own life to have a new beginning? How long is he going to drag this out? How long is he going to stay, sleeping, or how long am I going to, have to wait for him to find courage? I keep feeling like Libra is under the impression that this divine masculine is like Libra almost hurts for this person and wishes that they weren't blocked. That's the way this storyline is coming out right now. Of course, characters can be flipped, but right now that's what it looks like to me, especially when we add in the secret desires. The unspoken needs can plunge character into deep confusion. And if that is why Libra is asking the universe for guidance, like, God, I wish I could understand it. I wish I could understand why am I observing this, and why is this person stuck, and why am I even a part of this damn, sticky web. You know what I have in mind? Have you ever had like gum on something, and as you try to get the gum off, now it's on your fingers and now you transfer it to someplace else, and pretty soon you're a mess? And it was like, okay, I walked in here clean. All I was a good Samaritan. I saw this mess with the gum tangled up in it, and I was trying to help somebody, whatever, get the gum out of their hair. And now I'm covered in gum, and somehow it's in my hair too. I feel like that's kind of the set of circumstances. But obviously, somehow, some way, I think Libra fell for this person or wants this person. Let me ask, how does Libra feel about this person? About this King of Coins? How does Libra feel about them? Temperance, like, you belong with me. We'd be good together. Why on earth are you not with me? When I had to have met you for a reason. This has to be something special, and we could have something so good. So how is it possible that we could be good together, but instead you're over there tangled up in the gummy mess? Okay, what is the deal with the gummy mess? Again, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, if this King of Pentacles can get themselves unentangled, they can have a new beginning. Libra already says that too. And Libra's like, yeah, but I don't know when they're ever going to do it, because they've scratched their own face out of their pictures. It's like they're missing their own identity here. Aries does not like that one bit. But it is up to them. They could have a new beginning. We have the Death card. I mean, this is such, now it seems so clear. Like, if this King of Coins wants to have a new beginning, they absolutely can. They don't need to stay lashed to this Queen of Wands. Okay, universe, tell me about the Queen of Wands. She's got her third eye wide open, so she's intuitive. She's upright, so she seems like she'd be a great individual. But she doesn't know who she wants. She's at a crossroads. Okay, do we have a situation where she's got one foot in, one foot out? She doesn't know what she wants to do, and somehow that is keeping this King of Pentacles feeling disempowered. But wait, King of Pentacles, do you want the Queen of Wands? I feel like there's only blockages. I feel like they can't seem to get beyond the Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Moon upright. He does not know. He is such a mess over this. Okay, so first off, I said, do you want the Queen of Wands? Like, what's your hang up here? Because we got Libra over here, but the King of Pentacles is in a karmic cycle of his very own where he won't let go of a Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands is indecisive about staying or going anyway. And it's like she holds all the cards. And when I say, do you want the Queen of Wands then? He's like, I don't know. I don't think so. But it's just not unentangled yet. And I don't know what is coming next. Okay, I think Libra's spot on. I think he gave away his power. Libra says, where is his face in his own photographs? Why is he not here? Why is he not leading the way on what he wants? Why is he dragging these burdens behind him all the time? Why is he sleeping on, when he should be taking action? Why is he not roaring like a lion? Where's his vim and vigor and personality? Why is it kind of like he's a kid who's stuck waiting for somebody to release him, give him, the okay to eat a cookie out of the cookie jar? Like, why is it like this? Honestly, I don't know, but bizarrely, I don't know that he knows, because we've got that moon here. That is so weird. Tell me about the moon. We've got the Eight of Wands. We got the Prince of Pentacles sideways. He's waiting for some kind of communication. He's waiting for a sign. He's waiting for a message. He's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And this is, this is slow moving. This is like less than slow moving. This is, like the speed of like snot trailing down a kindergartner's little upper lip. I'm sorry. It's just slow moving, it's that drip that you see moving. Sorry for such a gross imagery of snot, but I don't think kids with snotty nose are gross. Snot is gross, but kids with runny noses are kind of adorable. But you do want to go help them, right? You do want to go wipe it off for them, or okay, now blow, sweetheart, and that's kind of what I feel like the energy here is like. Come on, let me hold a Kleenex for you. All you gotta do is blow. Like, let's get this moving. Let's clear out the sinuses. Let's clear out the passageway. What is the sign that he's waiting for? Actually, let's change decks. Let him say it. King of Pentacles, what are you waiting for, honey? What are you waiting for? The Sun, he's waiting for a sign, loud and clear, something that would be like, okay, here's my happiness. Why are you unsure about your own happiness and what direction to take? Inspiration of Cups. You know, I actually feel sad for this king right now because he's waiting for somebody to tell him that they want him. But do you not know that Libra wants you? Or at least I think Libra does. Libra says, but we could be good together. How come he's waiting on somebody else? By the way, the World card just hopped way over there. The World is sideways. The Four of Cups is upright. I say, does he not know that? And it's weird because somehow the hand of the divine is preventing him from being aware of it. And maybe this is good because he needs to make these decisions like on his own, perhaps. You notice that we have the World card being sideways, which kind of makes me think that if he doesn't, let me backtrack for a second. Libra already says, why doesn't he see his own face in his own photos? Why is he not taking the leadership role in his life? Libra, if he's waiting for somebody to tell him that he's wanted, that's why the universe is like, no, even if Libra does want him, that can't be the reason that he makes a decision. He needs to make a decision for what he wants. He should look at Libra and be like, auga, or whatever those sounds are in the old cartoons where the eyeballs pop out and they're like, they've fallen in love. He needs to move toward what he wants. He needs to ask himself what he wants. So it's almost like he's either oblivious to the fact that Libra is saying, I don't get it. Why would we not be together? Why would he not choose the obvious path? Why is he waiting for somebody else to make a decision about him when he could make a decision about me? He's not even in that frame of mind. He's still waiting on other people to decide his fate. And this is, he needs to decide it himself. He deserves to decide it himself. This feels like he's still stuck in this idea that he's unwanted somehow and other people have to decide if he's worthy. It's definitely what the situation is between him and that Queen of Wands. So he's waiting to have a clear direction of where his happiness will be depending upon when somebody says that they want him. Queen of Wands, do you understand this about him? Because you seem pretty intuitive, so I'm thinking that you do know. Ace of Cups, yeah, I know he loves me, but why are you indecisive about him, Queen of Wands? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, I just don't really know if I want to give to him. Then why are you stringing him along? The Strength card. Okay, she thinks somehow that I don't like the message I'm about to say. Forgive me, but she somehow has this opinion that she's like giving him strength. Insulting all day long. Sorry, I instantly am like, ooh, my hackles are up. I want to protect this king. Don't you decide what other people need. I know she's a queen upright, but I'm sorry, that feels really bossy and belittling. Well, I have to give him strength. No, you're stringing him along. I said, why are you stringing him along? And she's like, well, I know he loves me. I don't really think I want to give to him, but I'm helping him. No. This is misguided attempts, I think, or I don't like it. But that's just the independent streak in me is like, what? Don't you do me no damn favors. I'm sorry, I instantly turn into James Brown song. Don't do me no damn favors. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. Yes, I do. Five of Pentacles. She doesn't want to leave him out there on his own. He's not a puppy. He's a grown-up. Yes, he is wanting someone to tell him that he matters. But you saying, I don't want to give to him, but I know he loves me, so I'll give him some time. No. I'm sorry. I'm so not down with that message. The universe, you weigh in, because obviously I'm too opinionated on this one. Universe, weigh in on this queen's assumptions. Knight of Wands, Two of Swords. Look, the universe is basically saying she's not seeing it very clearly, right? She is kind of playing the role of disciplinarian because we have the police down here, and she doesn't realize she's like gatekeeping. She doesn't realize that she's kind of like hot and cold. She thinks she's giving him some kind of boost by, like, if she's still messing with him, dealing with him, but she's acting like a Knight of Wands. She's playing with him. A Knight of Wands is somebody, we already saw her in with the Two of Wands. She didn't know which direction she wants to go, but she's making it about him instead of about herself. She's intuitive enough to know she says he loves me. I don't know that he loves her. I just think he thinks that if this person wants him, then that's where he's supposed to give his attention. She's stringing him along. She's, at least in this storyline, being a Knight of Wands. She's, Knight of Wands, they don't know what they're going to do. They're not actually going to take a direct action. So they hop in, they hop out. She may keep this flirtatious. She may be like dating him or just, random intimacy with him. But she thinks in her mind, she's like, well, I don't want to leave him by himself. I'm giving him some kind of strength and, making him feel good about himself. When really she doesn't realize she's playing a role of gatekeeper and disciplinarian. And in fact, she's the one who's indecisive. This feels like a weird mixed up game where this masculine is getting strung along. Mostly, though, he wouldn't be strung along if he paused and asked himself, what do I want? Do I like the way she's treating me? Is there any reason for me to want to be with a Queen of Wands at all if this is so hot and cold and I can't even figure out, she can't seem to make a decision about me? Do I like that? Yes or no? I feel like if he could just ask himself those questions, he wouldn't be at someone else's mercy. But that's really hard to do because sometimes we don't know that we're getting strung along. Sometimes we don't know, especially if somebody's hot and cold and stringing us along. That's when it gets really confusing. And I do feel like he might be typically quite a giver, but right now he's wishing somebody would give something to him. And so he's waiting for somebody to tell him that they care about him. This is his blockage. Let me go back over here. Universe, what's your message for Libra? This is a very strange storyline. Honestly, I've never had one quite like this. We have the Judgment and we have the Two of Pentacles. There is this energy coming off of Libra where I don't know if Libra ever did date this masculine before, or if Libra is saying, I just want the best for him, but I feel like we could have been really good together. We could have been really happy together. This is like if only he'd make a judgment call. But even there's two layers of judgment here, right? We've got the Two of Coins, which is still juggling things, trying to figure things out. And there's that judgment call of like making a decision, resurrecting a connection. I do think that Libra's in a position at this point where they might be uncertain about him as well, even though for maybe a long time they've been thinking, why are you not with me? I don't understand. But Libra's also asking their higher power, help me understand why I'm hooked on this. So you can see that we've got three people here, and we've got two different layers of kind of stagnated energy. Libra in thinking about this King of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles in thinking about this Queen of Wands. And it almost feels like I'm not 100% sure that Libra does even want this anymore. I'm kind of thinking that they're starting to say, I just want to be done with this. If he's never coming my way because somehow he's always feeling stuck because of somebody else who's not even treating him well, doesn't even really like build anything with him, but that's where he's going to languish and waste his time. What the hell am I doing wasting my time thinking about him wasting his time? I can see how this is kind of like, I don't even know if Libra wants this genuinely anymore. They do, and then the universe says, but then they also don't. Because there's been a lot of time invested here already, and we still see two different hats, almost like Libra's saying, but I don't even know, would we be good together? I mean, at one point in time, I thought we would, but after all this, if they did show up in my life, would I be okay with them, or who would they even be in my world? There's a lot of unknowns in all this. Six of Pentacles. Somehow, I know this is not a Six of Cups. This is not supposed to be a soulmate card, but this Six of Pentacles to me still says, for some reason, Libra still says, I don't know how, I don't know why, but I just feel a connection to this person. I still feel like I love them. I still feel like there was a reason that I met them and that we would have been good together somehow. Maybe they're, I think of them more like someone who's a part of like my world, like my family. Whether this could have been romantic, I don't know. It looked like it was supposed to have been at one point in time, but this masculine lost sight of their own identity and has been so waylaid, I think, for a while, over somebody who's just kind of playing games with him while imagining that she's somehow helping him out when really she's super indecisive. This is a very frustrating story because all I see is wasted time. So let's try to ask a better question, because maybe it's that I'm not asking good enough questions. What would be in Libra's greatest and highest good right now? What action could Libra take? Page of Swords, to learn about something, to pay attention to something, to gain some wisdom about something. Okay, about any wounds maybe of their own, about any wounds that they could still be harboring. Nine of Cups. Okay, so Libra's really, really close to full culmination in their own life, or in this situation, or in things related to this. Because we've got two nines here, really close to a 10, right? If Libra turns more of their attention just to themselves and says, okay, what is it that I'm maybe not paying enough attention to just in me? I've been trying to understand the situation with all the sticky gum, but let me just understand any of my wounds and what would actually make me happy. What if I paid more attention to the things that are my wish fulfillment? What if I paid more attention to the things that I might still have a little bit of a nick in my own armor on? Because when we can't understand why somebody else is making the choices that they're making, that is maybe a really good time to like instead turn the mirror on ourselves and say, okay, well, I can't deal or figure out somebody else's mindset, but let me ask, who am I right now? What is it that I'm doing right now? Is this a good time for me to brush up on anything in me? Why am I looking in that person's direction? Is it because I have a wound? Is it because I have a need? Let me ask myself about that, because I really want to fulfill myself. I really want to be happy. So it kind of is a nice chance for Libra to just get to know themselves really well in this moment. Nine of Swords. It's a great time to say, what's keeping me up at night? Where's my stress coming from in all this? Okay. High Priestess, Libra already knows. The universe says this Libra actually knows themselves well, but maybe it's been a while since they put enough attention just on themselves. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. It's because there is a desire to not be out in the cold and to have like community and warmth around them. It is subconsciously. I also think Libra doesn't like to see somebody being mistreated. I do think that Libra cares a great deal. I think they don't want to see other people left out in the cold, and they themselves are ready to not be out in the cold. I think it's kind of a two-way street on this. So understanding some of that about themselves. What does that mean? What does Libra have on their horizon, on their future? Ace of Wands. Libra will have, I think they're a very passionate person. I think they're a really good-hearted person. They really genuinely care. First and foremost, I think they care about this masculine, right? They cared first and foremost about, why does he not have his own face in his own photo? Why is he not thinking about himself? It's almost like Libra, is somebody who wants to like fight for somebody else. Like, you should think more about yourself. You should love yourself. You should make good choices for you. I think Libra really cares. But I also think the universe is like, that is a beautiful sentiment, but also care about you, Libra. Care about, be passionate about things that you want, focus on you and your needs, aside from this situation. Okay, let's take a look at what would be in this Queen of Wands' best interest. What action could she take? Two of Swords, once again, she needs to take a good hard look at why she's sitting there keeping somebody else's energy on the chessboard. She's using somebody as a backup plan. And I think that's what she's doing with that King of Pentacles, because I think she's afraid to make a move towards somebody that she actually wants, or she's waiting for somebody that she wants to make a move on her. And until then, she wants to keep her chessboard filled. Sorry, it's not a nice look. It isn't. But the universe is like, she needs to take a look at why is she keeping somebody else playing the chess game with her. If there's Does she love somebody else? Then go after that person wholeheartedly. Queen of Wands don't usually mess about. That's a weird twist. That whole thing around her has been a weird twist because there's all those. I mean, we kept saying Two of Wands, Two of Swords again and again, and then a Knight's energy. Yeah, she needs to focus on why she's doing what she's doing for sure, because she's wasting somebody else's good time, but she's also wasting her own, which is unusual for a Queen of Wands, especially an intuitive one. Unless deep down she knows this, but she's like, I'm still going to do what's good for me. I don't know. I don't like it. It feels a little gameplay. It really does. Okay, and then what about for that masculine, for that King of Pentacles? What is in his greatest and highest good? 9 of Wands, and this is the one where the wounded warrior comes along with their scythe and they chop down the stuff that does not belong there anymore. The reason he has wounds is not so much that he needs to heal stuff, it's that he needs to cut some stuff out of his life. Like imagine if you have a hangnail and it hurts, and every time, well, let's say a hangnail in your toe. So every time you go to put on your sock, it rips at the hangnail and it hurts your toe. And every step you take, it gets snagged in your sock inside your shoe and it hurts. The best thing to do there is to cut off the hangnail. That is causing the wound. That is causing the pain. That's causing the tearing and the ripping. So detach that little piece of hangnail. His kind of wounding, we talk about healing on the wounded warrior card and the need for rest, but sometimes it's the need for action in order to get the healing going or in order to stop the thing that hurts. And I would say that would make sense here. 8 of Cups, he needs to walk away. 2 of Wands, and more importantly, again, with all these characters seem to have been so stagnated, so stuck. He needs to understand why he maybe allowed himself to be in limbo land. He needs to consider healing by breaking away from something that's not making him happy, walking away, and then ask himself either why did he stay so long or what was he not sure of? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It comes right back around to, if he's worried that is nobody else going to want me? If that's where his confusion is, like, I don't know where to go next. Who am I supposed to give to next? He's supposed to give to himself a little bit and ask himself those questions is what I think this is. Let me just ask, between this King and Libra, does this King have emotions for Libra? Do they understand that Libra is somebody who actually cares about them? 5 of Swords. So they had some kind of a connection to Libra, but it was like there was all this noise around them. There was all this trouble. They see it as fighting and arguments, but it was not between them and Libra. It was the circumstances. 6 of Swords. Wait, did they move on or do they think Libra moved on? The Fool in the reverse. I'm going to say that they probably think Libra moved on, so there's no way that they could return to Libra. So Libra's not really even on their radar because they think Libra's long gone. But again, here's the thing. Do you want Libra? Because you don't answer for your own self in this story at all. This poor character has not answered for himself at all. 7 of Cups. I say, would he want Libra? I mean, what does he actually want? And it's kind of like, you mean that's an option? Yeah, I didn't think that was possible. And we see these cups on a shelf, the shelf of love. And he's like, well, I would pick that cup, but I didn't know that was an option. This is a card of confusion. It is a divine number because it's a 7. But, oh my gosh. Okay, so all this time, he's not even had Libra on his radar at all because he thought Libra's gone. We had problems. The circumstances were difficult. Libra moved on, so I can't go back toward Libra. What do you mean Libra's an option? I didn't know that was even somebody. Not that Libra's an option, but like they didn't know it was an option to even think about Libra. They thought Libra was gone and that ship has sailed and that's over. 4 of Pentacles. So we have this. Is this what the whole situation was about? Were they all this time still in a connection with a Queen of Wands who was actually, I didn't see this until now, but this is a bridezilla who's dangling this little dude by the bank. Is that what all the complication was before? Was it a situation where money is what holds them together, is what holds this King and Queen of Wands together? Is that why he's like, well, I didn't know it was an option for me to even see Libra again, because like before it didn't work because I was all tangled up and held back. But if you wanted to be with Libra before, but you were all tangled up because of this money thing, and that was all that's what the problem was between you and Libra. Well, that's a pretty significant problem. They're like, oh, there was all this external strife. Well, yes, because it seems like they were being dangled by the bank. Did you want to be with Libra in the past? Why didn't you cut yourself loose and just go be with Libra? I don't get it. Six of Wands, Four of Cups. Yeah, I wish I would have did that. Like, oh my God. There were too many people watching. It was too hard to make the decision. But man, do they regret the fact that they didn't. My emotions are all over the place with these characters because I am getting more salty by the minute because I'm like, you what? You had a chance and you didn't take it. And now you boo-hoo, poor you. You know, I was empathetic before to him, and now I'm like kind of like, excuse me, you had a choice. Oh my gosh. I can see why the universe, when I was asking what's the greatest and highest good for Libra, the universe didn't say anything about Libra, you know, being patient with this person. The universe didn't say anything about Libra giving this person more time. It didn't say anything about this person at all. It only said Libra should be focusing on what do they want, what would make them happy, what kind of stress could they let go of in their life, what do they know deep down needs to change, because this all says Libra knows that all this needs to change. We got all these nines, three nines holding our Libra back, and the universe is like, and Libra knows all this. So if Libra wants to have change and they want to finally get away from this cold energy and go towards something positive and warm and passionate, nowhere did we see that King of Pentacles being a part of this. We only see the Libra being encouraged to basically take stock of what they don't want, what's making them unhappy, and then think about what would make them happy and go toward that. It doesn't say anything about this King potentially being the person that would make Libra happy. In fact, pretty much the King seems to be responsible for a lot of the stress. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to tell such a biased story here, but those are the cards we got. Final message just for Libra in all this. King of Wands, Two of Swords. It might be a challenge. Libra might have a hard time imagining themselves with some luscious, gorgeous, hunky, sexy King of Wands. Whether they're masculine or feminine is irrelevant. This is a King's card. We just happen to have somebody who could be really attuned to their feminine energy. Maybe Libra has a hard time picturing themselves being happy with some other completely different individual that they haven't even met. But it's almost like Libra's guides have been telling them this for a long time. Like, let go of the sticky gum mess of the King of Pentacles, who didn't make the right decision before, who still hasn't made the right decision, who still isn't making choices for themselves. And instead, Libra, just picture yourself moving on from stress and moving into a loving, caring, amazing connection with someone totally different energy. Someone who can love Libra right, somebody who's passionate, somebody who's present. It almost seems like Libra has known this all along. Like it's maybe time to move that direction. But that's only if they want to, right? Okay, I'm going to leave this one here. I know that's a tough one. But on the other hand, you know what I did really like about it is my baby. I hated this story. No, what I liked about this is that it was very much focused on Libra choosing for themselves. what will make themselves happy. And I thought that was great. You guys, thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. You guys, I so appreciate it. It's so funny. There's 183 of you in the room and 83 of you gave it a thumbs up. It's so funny to see those numbers. It'd be awesome if the other 100 of you would give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel. But thank you so much for being here, you guys. I so appreciate you, whether you're silent or whether you're active. I so appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Lots of love, you guys. Take care. Bye for right now. My baby.